Hi everyone, this is Aaron, and today we're comparing the old Xbox to the new Xbox. And the reason we're doing that, I know this has been out for some time now, but I finally decided I wanted to pick one up. So this is an original 20 gigabyte Pro, and you can tell that by the chrome here on the front. That's kind of one of the things they did with the early ones. This is the same as the launch day. I had this on day one, and this is an Xbox 360S. This has actually been replaced once for any of those that are curious. Yes, all Xboxes fail, or at least originals. I don't know of anybody with an original. It's pretty few and far between. I know they're out there, but this recently came out, and I wanted to upgrade to a bigger hard drive and wanted some peace and quiet when using my Xbox. I didn't want to have to crank the television or the surround sound up above the Xbox to hear it. So let's go over the ports quickly and the different buttons. Here we have eject for the CD or DVD drive. You've got your IR sensor, 2 memory card slots, your sync button for your controller, your power button, and this flap, actually the spring is broken, and you have 2 USB ports. This one you have a touch control just like the PS3. This is also a touch button for on, so touch for open CD, touch for on, sync your controller, 2 USB ports under that flap. On the sides on this one you have a 20 gigabyte hard drive that comes off in an external proprietary case. In this one you have a little bit different setup. This bottom comes off and you have your hard drive right there. Pretty simple. Slide that back in. Oh, and it has a SATA connector on it for any of you that might be interested. I don't know how easy it is to swap if you even wanted a bigger hard drive, but 250 seems to be enough for what you're doing here. So let's put that back on, put this back on, and now they both will stand sideways. I know a lot of people don't think the new one will, but there's rubber feet here so you can stand it on end. Although this one will still scratch your discs from what I understand if you are familiar with that problem. And let's stand them up so you can see. You move the camera here so you can kind of get an idea. Height difference. So there you can see the height is a little bit different. And let's check it out here a little bit more. So what we have is on the back, let's check out the ports. So what we have are 2 different power connectors. The brick on this one that you're probably familiar with already is quite large and very heavy. The new 360 Slim brick is smaller and lighter. They both have fans in them and they're pretty quiet. So you can hear the fan actually on the 360 Slim if you listen. So on the power brick, but it's really quiet. So anyway, they're different connectors though. You can't use the same one. On the back here we have an optical port out. We have our AV connector, HDMI, USB. I'm sorry, this is proprietary type USB used for the Kinect only, where that little orange strip is there. So if you have a Kinect, and if you are already familiar with this, you'll know that the Kinect comes with a power adapter as well as the regular USB cable. You need the power adapter with this Xbox, but not with this one. It will power it off that USB port. You also have an Ethernet adapter and 3 USB outs, or ins rather. And this has 802.11n built in. On the back of this we have our AV port, no HDMI on the original. You also have Ethernet and 1 USB, and then you have a slot here if you wanted to buy the original wireless adapter, which was $100 when it came out. So kind of pricey. Now overall you can see all the vents on here. You have 2 fans. On the 360 Slim you have 1 big fan right here, and it's very quiet. So let's go ahead and I'll show you exactly how quiet it is difference-wise. So let's check that out now. So here we have the original Xbox 360. So let's go ahead and turn it on so you can hear how loud it is. So you can hear it right now. You can hear the fans, and for those of you who haven't used one, when the disc is in, it's even louder when it spins the disc up. So now that the Xbox Pro, the original, has been turned on, I actually loaded a game. Listen how loud this is. So here's the Xbox 360S, and yes, that's an HD DVD drive. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Now this makes a noise when you turn it on. You can barely hear it. Now I'll give it a moment to boot up, and when the disc is in, still pretty quiet. That's as loud as the 360S gets. So let's go ahead and look at actual boot up times now. There you have the comparison. So basically you get a little more convenience and quiet with the newer Xbox. But if there's anything I didn't cover that you wanted to know or have a question about, please feel free to ask in the comments below or send me a personal message. Either way, I'll try and answer it the best I can and as quickly as I can. Thanks for commenting. Again, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And I'll see you next time.